up, guys? Yeah. Hey, everybody. All right, I got one person in here. How's it going? Who's my first person? Here's our sign tonight. Why aren't you vegan yet? Or why aren't you vegan? So we're gonna be out here kind of doing this and seeing who we can get to talk to. How you doing? Hi. Oh, there you go. There's one way to do it. Just, why aren't you vegan? Hi, M. Hold. How's it going? Hey, here's my new technique. So check this out. I got the sign backwards because now YouTube refracts everything. And then I got the sign frontwards so the public can see it. So we'll see how this works out. What's going on, buddy? You want to try? All right. We're going to try to bait him in. We're going to bait him in. Bait him in. Welcome, everybody. M. Hold. Did you see my last one where I was out in front of the gym? I just got done. I was at the gym for like 30 minutes. And I had a big sign that said, ingredients in meat, oppression and violence, and then a bunch of other stuff. Heterocyclic amines, plaque-promoting cholesterol, saturated fat, hormones, all kinds of stuff. Right? This just materialized organically. I'll see how this works. So this is to engage the chat, and then on the other side it says not vegan yet, 3 quick questions. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Ryan, what do you think? So this is me just hanging out, showing the other side of the sign to the public, but then the people that are on the internet can see this. So here, watch this. It's a lot of people out, so we're gonna be in front of a lot of people. Here you go. What's up, buddy? What's going on? You gonna try the questions? Okay. Have a good night. Take care. I mean, it just organically materialized. So I was just holding it like, oh, this kind of works. We'll see, but I want people to see the public street too. So there we go. People are not very easy to talk to about veganism. Oh, heck yeah. Hi there. Yeah, people, especially in the street, it's just this reflexive kind of negative vibe. What's up, buddy? You want to try the questions? YouTube Live? Really? That's right. Are you down? Just 3 questions. That's it. There's 3. Can you amplify or can you tell me what you think veganism is?
Veganism?
Yeah.
Like no meat?
That's part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no meat, there's no dairy, no cheese, no eggs, seafood or honey, right?
That's kind of a lot of discipline.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Tell me it's not.
It's a lot, but I think I can amplify on that later on.
Okay.
My second question is: are you as a human being, are you against animal abuse?
Absolutely.
Reflexively, right? Most of us, I mean, all of them, probably everybody out here is reflexively against it.
I've got the greatest dog in the world.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Can I smoke on camera?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not gonna swear.
No, you can do that too.
No.
So the last question is, if you're against animal abuse, how can you balance that if we are literally paying for it 3 times a day? Like, how can we balance that?
So 3 times a day. Tell me, paying for it 3 times.
Like not necessarily the actual food part of it, but the system we're paying into,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, like the system that's underneath it all. Like, I don't know if you know that, for a cow to be born, a cow has to be forcefully impregnated. And like, that's not a nice thing
Yeah,
to
no,
do.
no, I'm with
And there's a lot of violence. Factory farm workers go nuts because we pay for the
yeah, yeah,
systems to,
yeah. I'm totally with you.
right?
Yeah.
So my question tonight is, and I do this kind of from different
Are
geographic
you
area
from
to
around here?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
My
me
ge-
too.
my genesis is from Arnold.
50 years.
Okay. Oh, very cool. My parents still live here too.
Nice.
But what would my follow up is always what would stop you yourself from going vegan?
From going vegan,
Vegan, not even vegetarian, but all that stuff that I mentioned.
I lack the discipline.
And that's an interesting notion.
But the thing is, to me, like, there's a difference between a cow that grows up with like those steel bars holding
Yeah.
its neck in,
Yeah, factory farms, 99% of
right?
what
and,
we pay.
and a cow that's had a good life in the field.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's
how do we reconcile that?
I get that a lot, and that whole you presenting that's a testament to your heart and how you would care for them to be better cared for.
And the chickens, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like if I've got a couple chickens in my backyard and they lay
Yeah.
some eggs and I want to eat them, that's a totally different thing.
Definitely.
Than going to like Walmart and
Yeah.
buying. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah,
is that? did
totally
swear.
juxtaposed. Oh, that's great. No, please, totally juxtaposed. But the thing is, 99% of what's going on is not like that. And even to that 1%, we're still taking something from them that they never gave us consent. We're still saying your body, but my choice. Your body, my choice.
That's. I mean, that's something I struggle with actually.
Yeah, but
You
I
know,
mean,
because like in the Bible it says God gave humans dominion over the world.
Yes.
Which means like maybe I can eat that fish.
yeah, and he
Right?
does say that in a historical context. I think is historical context. I think transcending to 2025. I think if Jesus was walking the earth right now, I'm pretty sure he would be vegan because he's a compassionate, if not the most compassionate person that ever lived. And since we have like all these readily available vegan options, and the nutrition argument is cooked and done, and like way behind us now,
it,
is
though?
is done. It's
I
done.
don't know, is it?
Are you familiar with the ADA?
ADA.
They're the American Dietetic Association.
Well,
They register dietitians, nutritionists, and stuff like that. And on their website, it even says well-planned vegan diet, pregnancy, elderhood, all bets are off. There's no more nutrition argument. You might see carnivore influencers, omnivore influencers that are trying to propagate all this crazy information that's just fallacious. But I've been vegan 11 years. I don't even look at my food. My daughter's vegan. I mean, easy. Like,
so I feel like the question is this.
yeah,
The core question:
yeah.
do animals have souls?
Souls. So, well,
or
yeah.
or the same sentience we do.
yeah. So it's kind of a tilt into like the kind of biblical, religious-based thinking,
I
right?
don't know if it is.
I mean, we don't really have
I mean, I don't
empirical.
know. I'm just
Yeah.
a guy who's
I mean, as far
walking by.
you stopped by though. I appreciate you.
like, yeah.
You stopped by. Well, I don't think there's just empirical, like material evidence of either animals or humans. I think that we can still cherish humans over animals, but just have a third choice, and that is just not
Is there a
exploiting
hierarchy,
them.
though? Like even like that's the question.
Well, I guess that's when
Like
we
if
get.
we all have souls, then
Yeah.
there is no hierarchy.
If we all, the animals in us,
Everybody.
or yeah. Well, the definition of veganism, and I never got a chance to amplify on it, is a reduction of harm to practical as far as practical and possible. So, I mean, the moral
It's
obligation.
Really hypocritical though, because I have a dog.
Yeah,
And she's my right hand.
yeah, right.
So I'm gonna eat a cow. What's really the difference?
Yeah, well, yeah. Are you so?
Right, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah.
exactly. Because they have that. You mentioned sentience. They have the central nervous system. They have the brain. They have the subjective kind of view of this beautiful life and planet that was,
Do they, though,
created
or do
for
we
us.
know? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you do.
There's
It's
a lot
like,
of anthropomorphization
Yeah.
there. Like,
yeah.
I
mean,
worry about my dog, and I worry about what she thinks.
Yeah.
But does she really think that? I don't know.
Yeah. You never know. You're absolutely right. But your heart, you probably know intuitively that your dog wants to get away from pain, and
Oh, yeah,
they
of
show
course
us
he
this.
does.
They
Yeah.
show us this stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I
Fox.
took her for a walk when it was 8 degrees. And her feet
Yeah.
were like- yeah, that
Exactly.
sucks. Let me get
Exactly.
some boots.
See,
Yeah.
they know. See, all I'm doing is imparting information. That's it. So all of these societal flows and narratives and mainstream media, we all get the same information. Eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs, and it's normal, necessary, and nice, and we should keep doing it because that's what what we've always done. So we have social media now, and we can lever different channels of outlet.
I feel
and,
like we live in a different place, though.
Yeah,
Like, if I go back 300 years,
yeah.
like, I'm gonna kill something to eat it.
Well, context-wise, yeah, for sure. Like
But now we're in a little bit of a different place.
yeah, exactly.
No?
Exactly. Like even people in our time frame that are in, say, they're Inuits or they're in the Antarctic or they're in certain areas like that. I would still say that's justified if they have to do it to survive.
I
But
mean, if you need to club a seal to keep your kid alive,
yeah, in that
It
context,
sucks,
it
but-
sucks. I mean, it's still not nice. It's obviously not nice,
But-
but we have to do it to survive. Just like humans, we all have to do what we have to do to survive. I did not ask to be in this world. I was, willed into it by, my mom and dad, and we are justified to do what we need to do to survive. But in 2025, we have all these available options. Like I still eat pizza, I eat Mexican, I eat Chinese fusion. You name it, I eat it. I still eat meat and cheese and milk and eggs, just the vegan version of. And that way, when I pay for something, I know that there's going to be no pain I'm putting into the world. There's going to be no just hate and violence I'm putting into the world, and I can walk around as more of a, authentic with my values.
I can see
So
where-
what do you think about that?
What motivates you to be here right now?
To be here?
Yeah.
What
And
motivates
doing
me here?
this, like there's a camera.
Right? I know.
don't know, I
We
mean-
got 40 people. We got a bunch of people talking, most non-vegans. Having this right here, like sometimes I'll have 300 to 400 people in the room, and I'll be able to say what I'm saying to you to them as well. And this proliferates
clearly
far
your
and
objective,
wide.
no?
Yes, we want to impart truth, and it's not about taking away freedoms or
Tobacco's
anything like
vegan,
that.
I feel like.
I think it is actually. I think it is. It's not about taking away freedoms or anything like that. It's more so amplifying freedoms, because like there's like this kind of thing, like the golden rule. Like you're familiar with the golden rule?
I know the golden rule for coffee.
Yeah, what is
The-
it?
The ratio, like
Oh.
16 to 1, maybe?
I'm not
16 to 2,
familiar,
I don't know.
but maybe I should take notes because I'm a coffee guy. But do unto others, right? And when we're kind of taking these animals and we're saying your body, my choice, we are effectively really taking a lot away from them. And the inverse of the golden rule is like what you sow, you shall then reap. And if we're going around taking all this freedom from them, we're going to unconsciously allow and yield for different freedoms to be taken away from us. This is just kind of like this, old rule,
to
this
call it
transcended
karma.
soup. Yes,
Yeah.
I can see it being analogous. I can see it
I'm
being
old,
analogous.
so,
No, I mean, I'm 42.
Yeah, you're a kid.
Hey, I'll take it. Yeah, so what motivates me to do this is it's a way for me to impart information. I've been vegan 11 years. I'm well read. I have all this information, and I feel like I want to bestow it to people because these flows of information that I talked about earlier, they make sure that people don't hear this stuff because the collective,
yeah,
they make
yeah.
sure because profits that's paramount,
I mean,
and
if I'm Oscar Mayer, I don't need
yeah,
you going vegan.
yeah, exactly. And if
I
yeah,
need you eating my blood.
that's exactly right. And it's crazy because I wasn't vegan for 30 years, and I walked around and I still think I was a great person, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the effects of it. I didn't know the real what's the word, like repercussions or the effects from my just going to the POS system at the grocery store and saying, here's $1 or here's $5. But literally, effectively, what I was doing was saying, here's $5, give it to the farmer so he can go ahead and forcefully impregnate this cow and then make sure this cow's beat up, spit on, whatever, and then kill it, hang it upside down, slit its throat. I didn't know I was doing that. And then once I had that kind of inflection point, I was able to just, boom, right away. Can I give you a card before you go?
Yeah, sure. So, like, to me, and here's where you and I have a lot of commonality.
Yeah, that's just my card. It's a YouTube channel on it,
Yeah,
resources,
excellent.
and the
That's
speech
really cool.
the
Love-
speech on the back's an amazing speech.
Love to see it.
But,
yeah. So, there's a difference to that.
Yeah,
So I know some hunters. I'm not a hunter myself.
cool.
I mean, it'd
Yeah.
be great if I was, but I'm not.
Okay.
And so there's like a respect for the animal.
Yeah, I was touching on this in my last stream. I just moved locations. We had a
Right.
conversation about this.
If you're not sure as a hunter, and again, I'm not one.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
But if you're not sure you're going to take that animal right away,
yeah,
you don't take the shot.
yeah,
And then when you flip it over and you talk about this corporate, like, what was that piston? What was in the movie? No country country for old men.
Oh yeah,
Like,
sure.
that's
Josh
the thing,
Brolin.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
So
You
I
know.
feel like the guy with a bow and arrow sitting in a tree
Yeah.
is a totally different
Totally different
thing.
beast, but does he have to do that, or is he doing it for sport?
Well, that's
this is where the conundrum comes.
well,
because
and again, if I go back 300 years, I can
yes,
answer that question easily.
yeah, of course.
Right?
But the guy who's doing it right now is doing it for mainly to get his gun off, mainly to say, okay, I'm going to feed my family, mainly to do it for sport. There's really no necessity for it. It's more so of a kind of I don't know. There's a lot of things I think that are underneath
But
hunting.
like the eggs that aren't made from chickens,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of manufacturing.
Like the ones not made from, do you mean like plant-based eggs?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's some manufacturing. I mean, but then you got to think about the process of eggs too, because like I can articulate that one too, just like the dairy cow being raped and, basically taken advantage of, and then all kinds of stuff. There's stuff in the egg industry too that's not nice. But
No doubt.
plant-based eggs mainly are right now they're made from mung beans, and you don't have to eat this stuff. The healthiest way to go is whole food, plant-based, vegan, no oil. That's the healthiest way you can possibly go, and it eclipses everything.
Let me tell you, the seed oil is just
Yeah, they're getting rid of it everywhere right now. I know.
awful.
It's not good. Rapeseed oil, cottonseed oil, even some of the biggest companies like Beyond Meat have taken seed oil out of their products just because. But like the process, you see that it has all these ingredients is because this is what the 1% wants you to see. The meat lobby has the luxury of not putting, or the meat lobby has talked to Congress and people on Capitol Hill and made it so the meat industry has the luxury of not putting all this information on their packaging. So when you buy meat, you're thinking, oh, it's just meat.
Oh no,
Well,
they throw red ink and
yeah,
dye and
it's insane, and it's
Yeah.
massively processed from Genesis to the end, A to Z. So, I mean, honestly, I think the plant-based analogs are healthier because there's no cholesterol, there's no crazy amounts of saturated fat, there's no hormones, IGF-1, heterocyclic there's tons of stuff. And with the plants, it's just heating, cooling, pressure. Heating, cooling, pressure. They fortify it with vitamins. They add fiber, and then you have like a plant-based patty or something, And you're
Like,
not voting for this.
It's been a while since I've thought about looking into this. And
Yeah.
I feel like you've inspired me to do something.
Oh, amazing! That's amazing, and that's why I'm
Nice
here.
to
What's your
meet you.
name?
My name's Dale.
Dale, you're hilarious too. This is Dale, everybody. He's awesome.
No, I'm not awesome.
But I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind, like, until we're not vegan, we just keep on sending these animals to slaughter, and it's just for us. It's like there's no reason to do it. It's just taste pleasure when it comes down to it.
I'm glad that you're throwing positivity around.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's what needs to be done because I mean we're all interconnected. I tell the chat too. I'm not attacking anybody. We're all interconnected. You're my human brother and sister, just like you. And this is how we have to communicate to each other because we're all interconnected. So
If I came up here like, I'm gonna eat red meat.
Yeah.
I mean, is that going to be an argument? With you? Is it going to be a conversation?
I'm pretty good at de-escalating.
I mean, like, I'm not.
Yeah.
But,
But it
that
happens.
Guy lives here.
Oh, he's around. I have videos on my channel, which you'll see of things happening along those lines.
Yeah.
In fact, one guy, it was like a month ago, he walked by. There was an exchange. I'll just say that. But it was short and quick, and he was on his way and whatever. Things are going to happen. But there's 3 stages of, and honestly, this is just. It's simply in its barest form, it's just truth. There's 3 stages of truth. Ridicule, violent opposition, finally comes acceptance. And in that violent opposition phase, there's a lot of volatility, and you can meet characters. There might be...
I don't need that in my life. I
Yeah.
just need to have conversations.
Exactly.
And like, if we totally disagree, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I need to eat red meat for every
Yeah,
meal.
and I'm talking on a general level, not like a human-to-human dynamic. I just mean general level as far as the 3 stages
I
of
feel
truth.
like it's on a human-to-human level.
It could be too.
No,
Yeah.
I feel like it
Before I went vegan, I watched the video on that card right there, and I ridiculed the guy in it. I made fun of him. I went home. I told my now wife about him. I said, "This freaking joker, righteous piece of whatever," and I continued just thinking about it for a week. And then I watched it again, and then I had like this freaking come to Jesus moment, and I was just like, "Holy mackerel! Whoa, okay."
I feel
okay.
like we need to, as a society, just have conversations.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if the guy that walks up to you that eats cows 3 meals a day,
Yeah.
and like, instead of having it be a confrontation,
Yeah.
maybe it's like a conversation.
A conversation could definitely help, but what we try to get to is not like a temperance or a minimalist, like minimizing it. We try to go for an abolition because if a conversation like that happened, we'd be in the spirit of abolition. Of course, we want to have those conversations, but the whole idea is to appeal to nobler motives and these our own inner values. It's just like if you only eat meat once a year, the animal outlook still rejects that because that one animal loses everything for that meal.
Right.
They're in family affected, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But you'll see different resources on my channel, and you'll see different interviews that I've done with a few people that are kind of active in the space as well, very knowledgeable people, other animal activists. So, check it out for sure.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
For sure. I appreciate you stopping by, Dale.
Lots of food for thought.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Thanks for your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for stopping by. You're awesome, man.
Take care, Rob.
Stay warm.
Thank you. You too.
Care too. Hi guys, if you're just getting here, like and subscribe. So I'll be doing this 1 to 2 times a week. Would love to. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? You want to try the questions? 3 questions. Why you're not vegan yet?
No, I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
I already know why.
Oh, okay. Heard that.
I'm not against this, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, you're not. You're not on. You're just walking by. But you could, if you want, I can engage you real quick. Only if you got time.
I'm just saying, I'm not really against it, but I understand the reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just just a moral stance. That's all it is. People think it's all food. It's not. We don't care what anybody eats. It's just a moral stance and kind of a rejection of certain systems that are inherent
Right.
to food.
Yeah.
But do you want a card? Would you take a card if I gave you one?
Sure.
Oh man, you're awesome. You're on your way somewhere. That's my channel, my YouTube channel, and all kinds of stuff on there. Take care. Cool, man. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. So hello, everybody. If you're just getting here, we're outside of a grocery store, we're outside of a restaurant, we're asking people why they're not vegan, and we are having good conversations. That last conversation I thought was very positive. Oh no. Listen, half the damn team was vegan, okay? And they kill it. The Tennessee Titans. But we're out here, we just talked to that guy Dale, he was super cool. And we kind of, I don't know, I think that guy will think about a few things. So here you go, here's the prompt. I guess it's a little different because I can't, I'm gonna try something else, guys. We're gonna try this. See if this will, all right, that looks better, right? That looks better. Anyway, I'm outside of a grocery store and it's kind of busy, so hopefully we'll get more people. Dale seemed really cool. And we're having friendly conversations. That's really it. And putting some accountability into the air, putting the animal holocaust in the limelight, and going from there. So, Tracy says, I eat hummus. Tracy, you're back. You were in my last one. What's going on? Roblox, me? Chick-fil-A, yeah, Chick-fil-A is vegan. Waffle fries. Yep, waffle fries. Someone taught me one time this legendary pro tip if you're vegan. You go in and you get waffle fries for your meal. You could get two or 3 of them. Get the sauce going on. Some of those sauces are vegan. Delicious. So if you want taste, you want convenience, you want habit, all that stuff, you got Chick-fil-A, you got Chipotle, you got Taco Bell, you name it, you got it. I get 2 or 3, depending on how hungry you are. No. Your teeth are herbivorous, my friend. Those canines back there, those are 100% herbivorous. Those are not omnivorous. Those are not carnivorous. We are opportunistic omnivores, but this is not our design. Okay? If we are omnivores or we are carnivores, here's your bellwether. Here's your signal, harbinger, whatever name you want to use. When you're driving down the road and you see roadkill, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Is it hunger or is it disgust? Because I'm going to posture that it is disgust. So, yeah. We literally have teeth for meat No, it's not for meat. It's not for meat. Are you going to go into nature and tear up an animal with these canines back here, take the skin off, everything? That's definitely not for meat, buddy. What's going on, guys? Anybody want to try? 3 quick questions. Little critical thinking. But you know, you're not going to go into nature and you're going to take these teeth and you're going to rip up an animal with these teeth. I'm sorry, you're not a carnivore and you're not an omnivore. You are not these things. I don't get hungry if somebody runs up, but yeah, it's kind of a false equivalency. You know what I'm going for. Because if we were actually omnivores or carnivores, that would make you hungry. So you get hungry if the animal is just living, you just see a cow that's just out in its natural state before it's trampled on. I guess you get hungry when you see cows. No, you don't. Don't give me that. Tracy says, I eat humans. What's going on, guys? Who wants to try? 3 questions, critical thinking. Let's see what we got here. Did you have a steak for dinner? I might have had a vegan steak. Yeah, if I see a mango tree, there you go, Ryan. Perfect. I get hungry if I see apples. I get hungry if I see bananas, you know, but you see a roving cow in a pasture, you're not getting hungry. You're not an omnivore. You're not a carnivore. Okay? You guys are funny. Tracy, don't do it. Robert Buck, I don't know if you heard the guy that was just here. We were talking about hunting. It's not nice. It's deplorable, really. I mean, you're taking the life of an animal that doesn't want to die, that has a time horizon left on it. It's something small human beings do, unfortunately. So that's what hunting is. Hi there, how are you? Luso says, bro, I love eating chicken, not nice. Do you eat octopus? No, we don't eat fish. We don't eat anything sentient. It's nervous system and a brain. Let's go. Let's get with the program, guys. Bob Ross, it says, is it immoral when other animals hunt? Well, other animals don't have moral agency. You do, Bob. So with great power comes that great responsibility, right? Right. There we go. What's going on, big guy? You want to try? 3 questions.
No.
Just critical thinking.
Yeah, but we don't have solicitation here.
Oh, it's not solicitation. We're not selling anything.
What are we doing?
Well, we're just it's kind of like I'm taking a selfie, and I just
Okay.
have a sign and inviting, very nice conversation,
Okay.
just imparting sound information.
Okay.
What do you think about this?
Not vegan yet.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay.
I eat healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
Exercise.
No, that's amazing.
Good.
But I'm definitely not selling anything. I'm sorry. Are you part of the bank or?
Part of the restaurant.
Oh, heard. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
Well, is this your property right here or?
Well, the whole plaza
Okay.
falls under my property. This
Oh,
is
it does?
Common area.
Oh, okay,
But,
okay, gotcha.
you know, I
Okay.
just have to make sure.
Yeah.
We've had one customer complain.
Oh,
that's all.
understood. Okay.
One customer complained.
Okay.
So just be sensitive to that. I'll check
yeah.
back with you in 10 minutes.
100%. If
But
more
what are
people.
your questions?
My questions are, if people know what veganism is, the actual definition of it, I like to amplify that it's not a diet. It's more so about morals, ethics, and et cetera,
Sure.
right? My second question is, are they against animal abuse? Most people are. Reflexively, we are,
imagine.
right?
I hope, yeah.
The third question is, how can you balance that if you're voting for it 3 times a day? Because inherent to all industry is animal abuse. We can't get around that.
Right.
So it's kind of a proliferation of just sound information that
Sure.
most people have suppressed from them via our societal flows, narratives,
Right.
etc. So a lot of us, including myself, we go out just to different centers every once in a while. I'm not
Right.
like here all the time at all.
No,
I was in downtown Annapolis
Yeah.
a few nights ago and had
Right.
tons of conversations.
Yeah.
My energy is net positive,
Yeah.
though. I'm not
Well,
here to
city
attack
is always
anybody.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, the city is always easier to do
Yeah.
this without anybody complaining because
Yeah.
it's a different.
Well, and it's a
beast.
public
city
space, so we can
restaurant's
definitely
different
do
than
it.
a suburban
Yeah,
space.
very
You
true.
know, it's just
Yeah.
different.
Well,
you
if
seem
you,
fine to me. I just had.
I'm not going to say that much
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
And if you want me to leave, that's you.
No,
You
no,
have
I-
all.
I asked
You know.
one person, and then one person's fine. No one else has complained.
Yeah.
If you see they don't want to talk to you, though, let them.
Oh,
go.
I'm not. Yeah, absolutely. It's all upon their
Just
own.
Like the person handing out the.
Yeah.
The whatever they hand out at the malls. that
Oh
have,
yeah, you want to try this?
Take the
yeah,
wrinkles
yep,
off your
yep,
face for
yep.
$2,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've probably had that
Yeah,
asked
yeah,
2,000 times.
Yeah,
But
but
okay,
okay,
yeah,
so
I'm
just
not
be
gonna stay for that long.
receptive.
I sure will.
Yeah,
Respectful.
yeah.
I'm not asking for any money at all. Period. It's just conversation, a
Yeah,
human to human
okay.
dynamic
Yeah,
that we don't
you
get.
seem like a
much-
very nice person.
You do
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
What was your
so,
name?
Tom.
I'm Jimmy. Well, nice to
Jimmy?
meet you.
All right.
Cool.
So,
I'll be here. I'm
yeah.
not gonna be here for that much longer.
Well,
so.
that's cool. So, I don't blame you.
All right.
Yeah.
It's coffee
So I just
o'clock
had to check
soon.
out what you're doing. So I
Yeah,
figured
I appreciate it. You're so friendly. I've had people advance on me in
Yeah.
other areas, and
Right.
they just don't. It's just like, what happened to humanity? What happened to us having a conversation like this?
Right.
I won't even
People get aggressive instead.
reflexively and kind of understandably,
Well, even
but
with
you
the
have the
kids,
wherewithal.
Right.
You
Even
know.
with the kids when they're out here riding wheelies on their bikes or skateboarding and stuff. I start off by telling them how good they are at it.
Yeah.
Can't do it here.
Yeah. Soften the blow. Soften the blow. Yep.
I could never do that, but and good job. But go do that somewhere.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Good.
Awesome,
All
sir.
right. Jimmy,
All right.
right?
Yeah, Jimmy
All
and
right.
Tom. Nice to meet you.
Yep.
All right. Take care. All right, guys. So we're hanging out here in front of it at the shopping center. I guess that was the property owner right there. He owns this restaurant, and I guess all of this comes under his purview. So we got the green light to stay. We got the green light to stay. Isn't that cool? Tom was amazing. Tom was amazing. We're going to come into situations like that all the time. And I think what a lot of us don't understand is that there's much more space and property out there that we can do this on than we think. I think we're kind of fear-mongered to believe that we can't do it. But reality is, look at me. I've got like 50 plus of these lives out here. I've only had three people kick me out. So yeah, super positive. Thanks, Ryan. We got the green light. Okay, Tracy, after my other live and now this one, Tracy's asking a serious question. And what did she say? Okay, so meat it's not just meat, Tracy's. We call it that. It's a euphemism, and we've accepted that into our vocabulary as something so simple, normal, necessary. So it's essentially we're paying into a system, and it's a system of inherent oppression, because meat is an animal, a living, breathing, loving, seeing, hearing, feeling, sentient being. And when we pay into the system, we pay to have that sentient being's life completely ended. That is inherent to the enjoying of meat. And the cool thing is, in 2025, you can eat meat, but you can eat the plant-based version of. And it's a beautiful thing. No cholesterol. You get fiber. None of that crap, that crazy cocktail crap that's in meat. And you're not eating slavery. You're not eating, rape and stuff like that. Plants have life. Yes, plants are alive. Plants are intelligent. They respond to stimuli. I can actually press a button on my phone, and it will respond to stimuli as well. Plants are not sentient, so there is no, so sentience, if you don't know what it is, it's an emerging property of a brain and a nervous system. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try? 3 questions? Okay. Oh, heard, okay. Sentience is an emerging property of a central nervous system in a brain, and plants don't have those. And if you're not vegan, you are killing 8 times more plants than vegans. So keep that in mind too. If you're genuine with your posturing, eat humans. Tracy, why do you keep saying that? Eat humans. Eat artificial meat. Just eat plant-based meat. All these guys calling it artificial, fake, mock. I mean, it's just plant-based meat. There's nothing scary about it. It's plants aggregated through heating, cooling, and pressure. That's it. That's it. What's up, big guy? You want to try? Critical thinking, that's it. Have a good night. Heating, cooling, and pressure, fortified with vitamins, nutrients, minerals, water, B12, all kinds of stuff. And nobody has to die. There's they switched it out with avocado oil, no more seed oil, and now we've added fiber to the veggie meat. So there's nothing scary about it, guys. But the healthiest thing you can do is whole food, plant-based, veganic, no oil. That's the healthiest thing you can do. But to transition, eat plant-based meat. If you're going to transition, eat plant-based meat. Teddy's not right. You guys, don't listen to Teddy. Carnivore is not healthy. Teddy, don't listen to these carnivore doctors like, you know who I'm talking about. Saladino, Chaffee, Baker, Barry, all these guys. You know, they have huge followings because they say and they tell people what people want to hear. And they're profiting very well too. They're making a lot of money off you guys. Some of them might actually believe the pseudo garbage that they spout. I mean, I'm sorry, but there is nothing that is healthy about plaque-promoting cholesterol, saturated fats, heterocyclic amines, TMAO, hormones, IGF-1, that's insulin growth factor 1, that amplifies growths, and that can also amplify growths in cancers. IGF-1 and hormones. There's nothing healthy about that. And also you're putting slavery, death, pain, violence all into your body. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try? 3 questions? Okay, have a good night. Big crowd over there. They just took the detour to avoid this guy. There we go, Golem. Don't kill the plants. Okay, keep in mind, if you're not vegan, you kill 8 times more plants than vegans. Also keep in mind that plants aren't sentient. They don't have a CNS or a brain. Bloat is not normal. But yeah, guys, please subscribe if you're vegan. That way I can spread this message far and wide, and we're going to be doing a lot in the next year time horizon here. All kinds of stuff, all kinds of different videos, different locations, different styles of videos. Going to have interviewees on. We're going to squash all the barriers, objections, you name it. So like, subscribe, share the video far and wide. If you're not vegan, also subscribe so you can learn. You can learn sound information that you won't see through typical societal channels, societally driven channels, mainstream media, stuff like that. Golem says, cows eat grass, I eat cow, I save grass. Okay. That's really interesting there. Mr. Bean is now vegan. Is he really? That's so cool. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try the questions? This little critical thinking. All right, have a good one. I used to eat plants, but replaced it with chicken. Ryan says, smiley face. It's Mr. Tom. What's going on? John says, eating meat is healthy and natural. Okay. Well, I wouldn't call what we're doing to factory farm animals natural. I would call that very unnatural. You're literally paying for the culling of 80 to 90 billion animals. We are selectively breeding them, and that's not natural. That's not natural. There's nothing natural about what we're doing because we're playing God right now. Back in historical, back in times from years and years ago, things had a little bit more of a natural basis, but eating meat is not natural, and it's not nice. Do plants eat us? John Shiv, everything is natural. There you go. There's one way to get out of it. Everything's natural. We are literally. Anybody have a good question? Well, Season, you don't have to fish. Like, there's so many other things that you can eat. There's no reason to eat fish nutritionally. You know, they actually get omega-3s from algae, so they don't even carry omega-3s. You know, fish are sentient. They have nociceptors. They have all kinds of different familial dynamics that they do and carry out. They're very smart. Salmon have these amazing GPSs where they can actually start from one point of the ocean and go miles and miles and miles, and then actually know via their inbuilt GPS system how to get exactly back to where they started. That's cool. So fish are sentient too. Don't fish. It's terrible. Why do you want to rip someone's face off for just yum yum taste pleasure? Popeye says, you look like my social studies teacher. All right. Jesus would definitely be vegan in 2025. I mean, come on, you can't argue that. If you're arguing that, think about what you're defending or what you're saying that Jesus is, because from our understanding, he's the most compassionate man that ever lived. He would definitely be vegan. Yeah, but that's historically contexted information. You can't say he ate fish. He wouldn't do that today, and that's the fact of the matter. He would not do that today. So, but yeah, guys, if you like and subscribe. What's going on, buddy? You want to try the questions? Okay, have a good one. Like and subscribe, and yeah, hit me up, you know? Vegan subscribe, non-vegan subscribe, notification bell. Let's go, guys. Let's impart some information into the YouTubosphere and get people critically thinking a little bit. So, do you hate hunting too? Season, yes, hunting is not nice. There's no reason to take the life of an animal that still has multiple year time horizon that it could live out. And instead, we look at it as an object, something to get our gun off on, something to harvest, to eat, that we don't need to. We don't need to eat it. Nutritionally, there's nothing you need from hunting meat. We're doing all that just for the sake of getting our gun off in sport, and that's not nice. It's not nice. Tracy's vegan now. All right. Good job, Tracy. Oh, interesting. Hey, Navia. How's it going? Should other omnivores stop eating meat? Well, remember, you're an opportunistic omnivore. You're not a omnivore by design. You're an herbivore by design. And no, other omnivores should not stop eating how they eat in nature. They don't have moral agency like you. We have moral agency. Why would Jesus not eat fish in 2025? Because if you follow that school of thought, if you follow the Bible, or I shouldn't say school of thought, if you follow God's word, then you would know that he created these beings with a central nervous system and a brain, so they can feel pain. Do you think he would want to exact arbitrary, trivial pain on an animal just for his yum taste pleasure? Because he would know he wouldn't have to do it nutritionally. So he would definitely be vegan, guys. Cool thing is about veganism, it's always there waiting for you guys. The truth is patient. It'll wait for you to come around, and you can do it now. Be ahead of the game. Don't get left behind. The arc of history is going this way, and we're all in a situation, me, everybody in this room, where we can change our buying dynamics right now and start authenticating our values, because we're not walking around with authentic values when we're walking around eating meat, especially if we are reflexively against animal abuse. So, well, Derek, same thing with carnivores too, apparently. And yeah, so it kind of goes both ways, bud. And the reason vegans are adamant about mentioning things is that we don't like to stand idly by while these systems are being exacted on our watch. We don't have to be either. All vegans, we can come out and we can do stuff like this. We can be active in our own way. We can wear t-shirts. We should do that because it helps the animals. And carnivores, people that still eat carnivore and still eat non-vegan, it's wreaking a havoc on other sentient beings on our watch. What's up, Steven? What's going on, sir? Nice to see you. So we're here outside of a grocery store. Steven, we've just got talked to by the property owner. He's really nice. He's actually a really nice guy. He says he doesn't mind if I'm here, and that's a chill dude. The other property owner from last week gave me the boot, or that was 2 weeks ago. This guy was really nice. So we're going to be out here for just a few more minutes and see if we can talk to anybody else. We did have one conversation. What's up, guys? What's going on? You guys want to try the questions? 3 quick questions. It's just critical thinking. Okay. All right, have a good one.
I'm thinking vegan though.
Yes, go for it. So easy to do. So easy to do. You don't need anything from non-vegan food. Nothing, Okay. Juan says beta. Okay, Juan. What's going on, guys? Who wants to try the questions? Critical thinking. Beta? Why am I beta? Is it because I'm vegan? Is that why I'm beta? That's so silly. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try the questions? A little critical thinking? All right. What about pescatarians? Are they bad? Nobody's bad, okay? And many people don't know we don't know what we're doing. I didn't for 30 years know what I was doing because we've been tricked, guys. Nobody's bad, and nobody's saying you're bad, okay? But pescatarians, yeah, you don't need to eat fish. Fish have sentience. Fish have pain receptors. Fish have families. Why do we want to put hooks in their faces and rip off their faces? Caleb says, you need meat and protein, brother. No, you don't, Caleb. You don't. Yeah, you definitely don't need dietary cholesterol. That's for darn sure. It promotes plaque. It'll take your blood vessels and it'll narrow them. Overconsumption of cholesterol causes myocardial infarctions and saturated fats as well. Caleb is right. All right. Caleb, meat is a very weak food. Let me explain this. We're going to use an income statement to explain this to you. So meat is a very weak food. You're looking at a balance sheet, right? You have your revenue, your top line, you have your costs. Okay? At the bottom, you see how you net out. So we'll just distill it to that. We know the balance sheet or the income statement is much more granular than that. But here's your revenue if you're eating meat. Okay? Protein. You get your protein, you get your vitamins, your minerals, your iron. Okay. All right. That's your revenue. Okay? Your cost. Plaque promoting cholesterol, heterocyclic amines, TMAO. These are both correlated to cancers. IGF-1, also correlated to cancers. Insulin growth factor 1, very not nice, very not good. Not a strong thing to be in your food. Hormones, growth factors, cortisol. Okay, those are like the materially nutritional things that are in meat. Those are your costs. So at the end of the day, you're netting out pretty weak. Now, if you're eating whole food plant-based foods, every single fruit and vegetable, aside from a few outliers, has every single essential amino acid. Okay? So you're eating whole food plant-based foods. You get your fiber, vitamins, nutrients, minerals, protein, every single essential amino acid, every single one of them. You also get fiber, which you do not get from meat. That's a bonus. That's like a kind of a quarterly bonus maybe that got thrown in there, okay? Your costs. Where are your costs? Where can you tell me there are costs here? Aside from a few certain maybe certain unique things to a certain few plants. Overconsumption maybe could be a cost if you overeat. But with plants, though, it's very tough to do because you eat fiber and you're always going to tap out before you overeat. So you're going to net out very optimally. You're actually going to have a great quarter. Your stock price will probably go up. More investors are going to come in. You know, you might even be able to exact a stock split and further get more buying pressure on your ticker. So do you want to net out with animal-based meat or do you want to net out with plant-based meat? I hope I answered that, Caleb. All right, guys, I got about 5 more minutes and I'm going to head out. Caleb, so you want to continue eating weak food is basically what you're saying. Don't eat weak food. And it's weak spiritually too, because you're taking the life of a small, effectively child, chronologically a child. And you're saying, your body, my choice, I'm going to do whatever I want to you because my taste pleasure is that important. That's essentially what our actions are saying. It's exactly, I'm not even obfuscating or beating around the bush, Caleb. That's exactly what is happening. You're voting for it. And I didn't know for the longest time that I was doing that either. So I totally understand where you're coming from, but you are voting for it. And that's the only vote that counts, guys. If you're just getting here, please like and subscribe. I'm out on the streets. We've had one nice conversation tonight that I think was very, very net positive. Not as busy with humans walking around than I thought it would. So we're gonna call it about now. We had another one we did about an hour ago outside of the gym. But I'll be outside on the street every single week, multiple times a week. I'll be live in other areas at different times. If you're not vegan, that's okay. That's awesome. It's awesome because you're here, you're listening. And the only thing I want to do is impart some truth to people. And you can make the change. You can make the change to go vegan today, and you can take your dollar out of this whole racket and really line up your actions with your values. That's one of the best parts of being vegan. So, hope you guys all have a good night. Please watch Dominion on YouTube. It's a phenomenal movie where you see what you pay for when you buy meat and cheese and milk and eggs. And subscribe. Thanks, Ryan, for being here. Thanks, all my mods. I think I saw Animals are here with us. Steven, thank you. And you guys have a great night. Love you all. Go vegan.